Hey, my name's Eso. Today I learned how to do the twisted sonic bus into the Bak Rev. Took me only 30 minutes, but that's because I kept doing it over and over again. And I found some things I wanted to share with all of y'all. When doing this combo, you need to consider two things. The first thing is how to do the Bak Rev. You need to know how to do the hand motion, And second thing is the linking between the twisted sonic bus and the Bak Rev. So we're going to get started. Okay, for the Bak Rev, there's a few things you need to understand in order for this combo to work. First of all, when you do a regular back, see how I'm holding right here? It's towards the end, right? This is because the rest of the pen will rotate around. So watch, a back. I'm sure you know how to do that already. Now, if you do a Bak Rev, the same principle holds. If you hold it right here, notice how I'm holding it right there, right here, so that all this mass will have enough angular momentum to go around. Watch. All right. So remember, whenever you do the Bak Rev, you need to have it right here. You need to have it so that when you link it into it, you need to have it at this position. All right, got it? Good. Okay. The second thing is the linking. This is probably the hardest thing that most people have trouble with, and I figured it out just by watching videos and just kind of doing it over and over again. So here it is. Okay. After doing the twisted sonic bust. See right here, right? Normally, after doing the twisted sonic bus, you will your finger doesn't open up. Your finger 1 and finger 2, there's not enough of a gap between them. All right. This is because you want to catch it. Normally, after twisted sonic bus, you just want to catch it, right? So there's not a whole lot of gap. But in order for the linking to occur, you need to have more gap. So first thing you need to do is right here, after doing the twisted sonic bus, raise finger 1 up. See that? Up. Let me do it from side view. Up. Okay. This creates a large enough gap so that the pen has enough room to travel around one more time for one more revolution. Let's see. And then while doing the linking, as soon as you raise the finger, you do the hand motion for the Bak Rev. Remember from the previous segment, you need to know how to do the hand motion of a Bak Rev. Only this time you don't do it. You don't do it palm sideways. You do it palm down. This might take some adjusting. You definitely will need some practice. But as with everything in pen spinning, you need some practice. All right. Well, as I said before, you need to, as soon as this pen drops down to the right slot, you raise your hand, you raise your finger, and at the very exact same time, you will do the motion for the Bak Rev, and it will go around. Okay. Now, you must be thinking, well, Eso, how do I know when to do it, when to do the linking? Well, that's what I got figured out, and most other people will not tell you. Alright? Okay, now, for the twisted sonic bust, notice how it goes around, and it should be around towards the flap between 1 and 2, the flap, or near it, like right here, See that? Just enough, just close enough. This creates enough stability, and it feels more comfortable for you. Alright, now around this time when you would normally catch it and it would do like maybe 0.5 revolutions around to finish it, but you don't want to do that. You want to keep it going. So right when it after you do the twisted sonic bust, it goes around, right, and it goes into the slot, like right maybe perpendicular to the hand, and it's pointing straight down to the ground, right? At this point in time, the momentum is still going. See See how this pen is still wanting to go around? This is the point. At this very point, you lift your finger and then you do the back rev. Alright? And it goes around. Alright? One more time. The twisted sonic bus goes around. Alright? Lift up, back rev motion, and it goes around. Alright? Alright, well, I want to talk about the common problems that people have when trying to do this combo. I've noticed this myself because I've always made these mistakes before I actually learned how to do it. So, I just want to make you aware of what you're doing and how to correct them. The biggest one is moving your hand too early. Alright? Watch. If I do it, you know, and it doesn't go around too well or something like that, or sometimes the spinner might want to do, you know, people tell them to, when it goes right around here, then you move it backwards so you can, no, that's not what you want to do, because the reason for this is because when you do it right, when it goes around, when it gets to this point, then you want to go ahead and push it down and it goes around. You don't want to rev up, you know, kind of wind it up and make your finger go in a circle, you know, kind of like baton twirling or devil sticks or anything like that. It doesn't quite work that way because of the size of the pen, I think. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not a physicist. Well, so in short, what you want to do is keep your hand still. You want to keep it still. Keep it still until this point, then you do the motion. You don't want to while in the middle of the twisted sonic bus, you want to start moving your hand backwards and then go. That's counterproductive. That doesn't really help you at all. See, if you watch, you know, it doesn't really help. It doesn't really help. See what else. Also remember to keep your finger up or maybe away. You know, make sure. Sometimes people have trouble with the pen catching on other fingers as it's going around. Well, that just comes with practice. You just have to force your fingers to do that. There's nothing else I can tell you. No other secret other than forcing yourself to do it. Let's see what else. Sometimes, oh yeah, one way to know if you're on track, if you're doing this correctly, is if you're doing it and then it goes around but you can't quite catch it. As long as it goes around, like if it goes around up here and it passes this point and it goes around and it falls down, then you're on the right track. You're on the right track. That's good. As for the catch, well, that's just practice. I can't really tell you how to do that. I'm still learning that myself. I think that's pretty much it for common pitfalls and all that. Well, just remember to always practice, and if you follow these guidelines, then you know you should be good. Of course, this is just a beginner's way of doing this. The way the Koreans do it, I'm sure it's a variation of what I'm doing right now. I'm just basing on what I see in videos. So just take my stuff and learn as much as you can. Good spinning.